Hello YouTubers, Selling Guy 60. Friend of mine who does DJs. I would like to say spin records, but they don't spin records. They play music from whatever device they have, their hard drive or whatever. But he still does spin records every once in a while. We have this machine here. This machine shoots up like fog, and then they've got these little lights in here that turn on different colors. Well, this is not working for them. Right in here is usually that jug right there, and this little piece here goes down into it, and it's got a little filter in the end. Well, there's nothing coming out of the little doodad in the middle. So we took it apart up at the shop on the bench and did some looking through it. On a video it shows this part right down here. You can hardly see it. Let's see if I can zoom in on it here. We'll even show it. There it is. That piece right there, that little white deal, right there next to my finger. On a video they showed it, let me back it up, back it up. They showed it up on here with a reset button, and there's no reset button. I checked that for continuity, and it had continuity across. And then we plugged this in, and I've got 120 at each one of these pegs, and this is a heating element. So it's getting juice here, it's heating, but we're not hearing the pump come on for some reason. The pump's not coming on. I cracked the valve here to see if I could get it, if it was just plugged up or something, and I can't get any water to come out of it. So now I'm going to have to take this end off here, put this back up on top here. I've got all the screws there in there, a bunch of screws. I'm going to have to take these two screws off there, and these two screws off here, and get back into here and see what we have. I want to see if I can't find that, what is it down there, red and black. I'll have to follow that little lead. There's a wire down in there. I'll have to follow that up to here, and then I'll grab my my voltage checker, plug it in, and see if I can't get something. But I'm thinking the pump just went out, and it's not pumping. So, all right, I'll be back when I get that piece off then. All right. Okay, we've got the back off of here. Zip you down a little bit. Just try to get you. Yep, there it is. And we're lock that in place. This thing loves to wander sometimes. Let me zoom you in so you can see where I'm at. So I've got the back off it, and coming out of the pump there's a red wire and a black wire. Well, it came all the way up through here. It comes up underneath here and out through the top. So this little blue piece of tape is the red wire, and the other blue piece of tape is the black wire. So I'm going to plug this in. I'm going to set my little deal here, my little meter. We set that on volts, and I'll check it here at my cord first to see if I got 120 across there. Hope you won't see sparks shooting out of my head. Alright, there's a little fan on there that's on the other side of the heating element. I don't hear the pump kick on, so I'm kind of thinking maybe this might not be working at all. So I don't know if you can see me, but that's all it takes. Doesn't really show that. I don't know. Something's not working right. So let me shut this off and come back. Alright, hello. Okay, I'm back. This is the transformer. It comes in at 120, and then I see it comes out at 10 watts. So the two wires coming out there are right here. I checked those are 10 watts, and what we have coming out of here on the two wires for the pump are 35 watts. So there might be a little transistor is something that kicks up the watts. But there's 35 watts, or I'm sorry, 35 volts coming out of the two wires going to the pump. So what I'm going to try to do, because that fan makes up so much noise, I'm going to try to disconnect the fan and turn this back on again and see if I can hear the pump do anything. So let's go back and let's try that. Okay, I unplugged the fan here, and I'll plug this back in and turn it back on. And that fan should not come on when I turn this on. Okay, the light's on. Nothing. I can hear the thing clicking on and off, but it's not doing anything. So the hey, hello, I'm really close here. Hello! Here's my white hair. So I can hear the electric fan. I'll make sure this is off. It's off. I can hear the not electric fan. The fan is off. I can hear the electric pump click on and click off. So what I'm going to disconnect the pump. See, maybe I take the pump apart. See what's up with that. I might be able to let the pump hang by itself and see why it's not pumping. And we'll see. On these units you can send them in and they will fix them for a flat fee. They have that HVAC recovery pumps when you're trying to take the liquid or the freon out of air conditioning. You have to have this pump. Well, we had one of our pumps stopped working. I didn't know what was wrong with it. You could send it in for, I think it was like $150 at that time. They would fix it and send it back to you. Well, that's okay because the pump itself was, almost $350 at the time. So we don't know what it costs to have this sent in, what the pump costs yet. So that's where I'm at now. I'm just kind of troubleshooting it to see what I can find is wrong with it. So let me get into it a little bit farther and we'll see what we can come up with. All right. All right, we're back with the fog machine dilemma. There's the pump. Now, again, I called him to see what he wants to do, so he's going to check in on that price of a pump versus sending it in and have it all done. I think it's the pump. We could get a pump, I could put it in there, it could be all wrong. But these things are $200-300, so I don't know how much the pump is versus how much if we send it to them. If it's a few bucks more, we might want to send it to them, and since they're the professionals on this, to make sure that my diagnostic is correct on this unit. So I think I am, but I don't work on these things all the time, so I don't know. So this is Selling Guy 60. We're just going to hang on to this one until we come up with some kind of conclusion, and then I'll finish it off and I'll post it. Alright, see ya. Alrighty, YouTubers. Well, I'm going to end this one video and start another video right away. I was waiting to find out my friend was going to do about that fog machine, and he's going to buy another machine. Well, he bought that fog machine 7 years ago for like $70. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, I'm back. The phone rang. Kids across the street, they've got the Snoot, the dog. His name is Snoot Dog. And the young boy there, he's got a hold of this big old dog, and I'm surprised this dog doesn't take him down the street. Good, nice family, and the dog is really nice. So where was I? So he spent $70 for this machine, fog machine, and right now, and at that time 7 years ago, that thing was probably worth $250, $260. That's what that machine was worth. So 7 years newer, But where we're at now, you can buy that machine that would cost you $260 with all the bells and whistles and stuff that came on it, the different colored lights and LED deals that can go out into that smoke and make all kinds of effects. You can buy that same thing now for like $60 on Amazon, and it has a lot of 1,400 reviews of 4.5 stars, so that's pretty good. So he's just going to replace it. There's a hard time trying to figure out the whole concept of that heating element. I had to go online and figure out, step one, you put your water in it, which takes some kind of special water. Then you turn it on, the process of that thing heating up inside that box with the heating element and then the thermocoupler on there. That whole process, then once it got hot enough, it would expand enough, and that thermocoupler, I think, would open the valve, and then the steam would come out, and then you could, he had your LED lights behind it. You could do that color or whatever pattern or flicking or whatever was on that. He had a little remote for it. So I was just trying to figure out that process, and I did find out that whole box, I think was almost $300, and you could buy a new one for $70. So I don't know. Maybe there's a more expensive one out there that box would work on. So we got another project from them, and so that one's done. So now I have another one. Got it outside here. Nice day today. This is what he called his facade. It's supposed to bend. You see here? It bends up. This might be the top of his... This might be the top where he puts all his DJ equipment. And this piece broke off. This is tack welded on there. So, we're going to have to clean that up. Yep. Clean that up and tack it. You can see it's been tacked on there. So I just have to clean up this area, break out my welder, see if I can't clamp that down somehow or just hold it down while I weld it. So that's where we're at. So that's the other project. I'll probably put this all in one video. And so now I'm going to set up, get my little grinder thing, or my little drill and brush, and see if we can't clean this thing up a little bit. So that's where I'm at now. So we'll set you up here in a bit. All right, bye. There we go. Clean this thing up a bit. Alright, that looks cleaned up. Let's see if you can see it here. It's all cleaned up and shiny. Let's go outside and clean up that one out there. Alright, let's clean this one up out here. Let's pull this out of here. Still in. I want to make sure I'm still in. Can't see it that way. Still in frame here. Yeah. Alright, let's clean this up a little bit. Still in shot there. Here we go. It's a little windy out here today. I got this one cleaned up. So there we go. Hup, 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 hup. This a little better than that. There we go. That's where it's supposed to be, right there. Okay, I'm going to shut this off. We'll come back and weld that. Okay, here's my setup. Let me move this backwards. Back. There's my setup outside. There's Snoop Dogg barking in the background. And I think I was on about 140. Get my helmet on about 140. If I'm not mistaken. Find out here real quick. This line back up again. Alright. Oh shit. Alright. Get this around. Bring it up to that. Turn this thing on. Oh, got to turn power on. Okay, we got power. So let's see if we can make it spark, huh? What about so? Looks like it could do it. Let this run for a few minutes to cool down. Okay, let's do another little in between. Alright, that should do it. Alright, that'll shut off when it gets cold enough. Alright, here we are back again. Lock that off. Okay, so it looks like we got that tacked up pretty good. Wearing my skull helmet. And I think we have this. We'll have to let it cool down a little bit. We did get all the, I knocked a lot of the slag off it that probably put some, I have some black paint in there. We'll put some black paint on it. like they've got a little bit more in there. Let's see. Okay. All right. There's the boss.
They're going to take us for a while.
Okay.
She may start
Here's Gus. 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 Hey, psst, psst. Rookie. Say hi to everybody. All right. So I'll have to edit everything out of this thing in between running back and forth. Yeah, just a little tack weld on that, and that should hinge just fine. So this is Rick. Not much going on. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm still trying to get over my crud that I had this weekend, the flu. All right, see you later. Have a good Thanksgiving. Remember, be nice to your neighbor. All right, bye.